the decision to become one with the mind of God. Beloved friends, the way of transformation involves the deliberate decision to allow the translation of perception so that it becomes of one mind, of one accord with the mind of God. It is informed from the depth of silence and love that sees the body, that sees the world, that sees each moment only as that which holds the value which the Holy Spirit placed upon it. And that is the Holy Spirit. And what is the Holy Spirit? But that part of your own right-mindedness that knows that only love is real. And yet, when any mind truly rests in that silence, it knows that it can no longer draw conclusions about what love would do, what love would express, through it, how love would use that particular tool or gift of any seemingly individual self in order to trigger, in order to nudge, in order to uplift, in order to shock any other aspect of the sonship into desiring its own awakening. Now, if you pay close attention to what was just said, the implication is perfectly clear. Reality is one and unshakable, and only love is real. Yet the dream should never be denied, for denial creates separation. Only embracing can allow healing, the healing that love brings. Therefore, there are indeed, as you well know, many minds that are still afflicted, if you will, still harboring the decision to believe that the dream of separation is real. When any mind within the sonship chooses to awaken and heal its own illusion, love begins to inform the mind more and more, so that its expressions serve the voice for love. And the voice for love has only one purpose: to be extended into the dream, into the illusion, to nudge the aspects of the sonship yet sleeping, that the entirety of the sonship can be returned and reawakened to the reality of itself as the creative conduit through which God extends himself. When any mind then truly awakens, it no longer sees specialness in the world at all. Each moment is merely sacrificed or surrendered into what I once called the will of my Father. And what is that will? The impetus of love. How can love operate so that it brings awakening to the minds involved? That is indeed a purely creative process and is the only true value time can have. The awakened mind then has no idea, one day to the next, what love will ask it to do, how love is to be expressed through it. The awakened mind knows that it is not the maker or the doer, and merely asks in every moment, "What would you have me do?" And the more that practice is developed, the mind is refined and purified so that it becomes almost a spontaneous or second nature kind of thing, in which the mind is so closely aligned with the will of God that the subtle nudges flowing forth from the depth of self, from the depth of love itself, stirs through the conscious mind and meets no obstruction born of fear. For where fear has been devalued, love springs forth. For where fear has been devalued, love springs forth.